things. My mind's gone out way too far. Yeah, I'm not right, but I'm way about to fake it. Yeah, we can work together till we make it. About to take a life like we're running out of pages. I know that times have been hard, but that's alright, cause we.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in case it's your very first time coming across this channel, make sure you subscribe and feel welcome, feel comfortable. So yeah, my name is Kenny, by the way, and I'm a travel blogger. I also do cooking videos and yeah, basically what fits in my channel. So apparently I've been traveling a lot on my own, and I thought it would be nice and generous to share some points that you should put into consideration before you travel alone. I'm just gonna highlight on this point, the issue of light packing. I remember when I first traveled alone, guys, I overpacked. I carried bags. Trust me, you do not want to travel with bags. So since I got used to it, I just carry one hand luggage, and I make sure that I really pack the most important items, because overpacking and carrying luggage itself looks indecent. Trust me, it looks like you're confused or something. Yeah, just make sure you just pack the most important things that you need. Don't want to break that point because it's huge, especially considering the gender. Like for ladies, we normally have a tendency of packing a lot of things, but just make sure you pack lightly. Like for example, you break down on what dressing you need on what time or what day or what event. Like for example, if you're going a place where there is beach, you do not want to carry 5 pairs of bikini. Why would you do that? No, just break down what you need and make sure they're most important. Yeah, on to my second point is cash. Especially if you're traveling to a new destination, like maybe out of your country or something, make sure you have at least some cash. Don't depend on your mobile banking or a bank on something. Sometimes it's good to have cash because you may need money urgently, yeah. Number 3, you should be able to read Google Maps, and make sure that you can access your Google Maps even without Wi-Fi. Because sometimes, like for me, normally I have a tendency of traveling to new places every time. I don't like traveling back to places so normally I tend to study my map before I go and on my way. So if you were not able to relate with your maps, you will have a hard time. Trust me, you will have a hard time, because sometimes you have no idea, literally. Especially for me, I love going to new places, so it's a necessity, because you don't know how many times you get lost if you do not know how to read your maps. Be keen on that. Secondly, is it secondly? No, the fourth point, make sure you carry painkillers. Whatever painkillers you use when you have maybe headache or something, make sure you carry painkillers. Sometimes you go to places, I'm gonna give examples with me as many times as I can, because it's me experiencing. Sometimes, or most of the times, I like going to bushy areas, like places that I can interact more with nature. And you find there are no shops around, there are no supermarkets around, and probably you have a headache. What are you gonna do? And maybe the hotel is out of painkillers, or maybe you can't even go out to, or you can't even call, just I think that is important. Yes, to me that is really important, because also you could find that the painkiller that you use or the one you prefer is not the one they have. So what are you gonna do? So make sure you carry your painkillers. The next point is be ready for disappointment. One thing that I've noticed actually with travel vloggers, including me, we tend to show the positive side of traveling, and most of the time we do not show the negative side of traveling. Let me tell you, we go through a lot when traveling. No, imagine traveling and filming at the same time. It's hectic, but there's a lot that happens during the travel. It's only that we do not show it. Sometimes what you expect is not what turns out. Like for example, or like I see people vlogging that they missed their flight. Like that could happen 1,000 times. I see people vlogging. I don't know, they were robbed. Yes, actually, that's it really happens. Like for example, I remember when I was in Tanzania, Zanzibar. Yeah, I almost missed my flight to Kenya. Reason being, my document, I don't know why actually the woman who was checking my document was reluctant, and she was saying that is not the right document. But I told her when I was coming into Tanzania, this document was stamped and I was permitted to get into Tanzania and as well as Zanzibar. So I do not understand why you do not want me to go back to my country, unless you have personal issues with me. I don't know, but you can deal with that. But this document is legit. Like imagine if she would have refused to stamp my document, so for me to come back to Kenya, what would I have done? Stay in Tanzania again and my days were over. I didn't have even the money to continue staying in Zanzibar. Like, what do you mean, woman? But then I really came to understand that it could be probably my dressing code that she didn't like, because you know, with Muslim countries, they can judge you by the way you dress. Like I put on this dress here, you can see it was stylish and a bit short, and for her she was in a boy. That brings me to the next point of dressing code. So I felt like she had a different perspective, a different opinion of who I am. That is what I thought, and that was the reason why she decided to treat me in that way. But yeah, so you can be disappointed, because every time I think about it, I'm like, what if she would have refused to sign my document? Like, what would have happened? What next? I mean, what next? You know. So just be ready for any kind of disappointment. Just be ready for anything that could stress you. All right, that is what I mean. Yeah. Okay, so the point on the dressing code, especially for the ladies, just make sure you study about a country or a region before you travel to that place, because depending on how you dress, people will judge you, people will treat you harshly, and trust me, you do not want to experience that side in a different place. Yeah, so just make sure you know what they do, their culture, how they dress, what is expected. You know, when you go to Rome, do as the Romans do. Yeah. So, and I think this is my last point. And on to my last point, stick to your budget, especially if you're traveling on a budget like I do. Make sure you stick on your budget, because first of all, the moment you get to your destination, there are a lot of things to do that of course require money. And if you're traveling on a budget, you will not be able to do all those things in that time of your holiday, because definitely you're gonna ruin your budget. So sometimes you have to forego things so that you can match your budget, you can fit in your budget. And yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes I feel left out when I go to a place and I don't get an opportunity to try something, but then I say, you know what, I'm not gonna ruin my budget on this. But any other time I get a chance to do it, definitely I'm gonna do it. So stick to your itinerary. Make sure you stick to your itinerary. Yeah. So and the last one is yeah, this is the last one. If you're traveling to a new country, make sure you get at least a SIM card. That would really help, because imagine you go to a different country, you have a SIM card from your country, and also you do not have data bundles, you do not have Wi-Fi somewhere outside unless you're in the hotel. So if you want to get an Uber, it will be a bit hectic, because you know, when you get that app and you get an Uber, the guy calls, he wants to know where are you exactly, maybe your location is not clear or something. So you are supposed to answer the call and tell him where you are or where he's supposed to pick you. But imagine you don't have the SIM card. What are you gonna do? You're gonna spend a lot of money calling, or probably it might not even go through. So I think getting a SIM card for that specific country, especially if you're staying for a longer time, will really help. Yeah. So those are my travel tips for solo people traveling as a solo. Before I'm done, the issue of security is really important. Actually, I wanted to put down this point, but I think I just missed it. So if you're traveling to a place, a very new place, and you don't know anyone, make sure you arrive during the day. That is one of the, I think that is one of the things you need to check on the day of travel. Make sure you're traveling and getting to your destination during the day, because at night in a new place, oh my god, I think I've never been to a place at night, maybe close to dark times, but I think it could be one of the worst experiences. Because imagine you get to a place at night, it's a new place, you probably don't know how to interpret your Google Maps, or you don't have any idea, you're just stranded at night. You better be stranded during the day, my friends, not during the night. You don't want to experience that. I think it will just be a hectic thing. So I think one of the things is to get to your destination during the day. So yeah, I hope this video helps you if you're planning to travel alone. Trust me, it is exciting. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like and share with your friends for more travel vlogs. This year I'm hoping to travel more as compared to last year, because why not? We go on elevating. So until next time, bye.